pailaw naman dyan ah. Bones. Alright. That's better. Again. Good morning. It is nearing a month into quarantine for almost all of us. We've gotten into our own habits and routines, and this is our normal quarantine day. So that's basically how our mornings start. As soon as we get out of bed, we make ourselves a cup of coffee, and I go straight to my gaming station. I think most of us have been looking for a balance between entertainment and productivity. So for me and Bones, what we do is we spend our first hour of the day finishing all of our dailies for all of our games. Now, if you're wondering what dailies are, let's ask Madam Bones.
Dailies are quests that you do on a daily basis. Hence the term dailies. This coffee is so good.
From 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., most of our games reset, which means all of our daily quests are doable again. So we try to finish that within an hour and move on with our day. Now, since this quarantine has lasted for almost a month now, we do have a kind of set routine and plan. I think working out was the easiest activity to kind of incorporate into our schedule. I'd say that we safely work out 5 to 6 times a week. Workout routines have been the same. I have an ab roller, a couple of bands. We have 3 different kinds of dumbbells. So the 8 is for Bonizi, the 15 and 25 are for the boys.
I used the 15 too.
Barely.
I used it last night.
Don't underestimate my strength.
Why are you covering your feet?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
This also might be a good time to announce to the world that Bonizi is most insecure about her feet.
I love my feet.
You also may have noticed my quarantine beard and mustache is getting very, very thick. My mustache is over my upper lip at the moment. I have a feeling it won't last very long. I think something will come up that will make me shave my mustache and my beard. Hey Bugs, come sit here. As for work, we've actually tried to stay very productive. And Bones and I have decided to really start producing more podcasts, vlogs.
We want to be able to share with you our experiences, and hopefully by listening to the podcast, it feels like may kasama kayo kung mag-isa man kayo sa bahay.
What else have you done to keep yourself busy?
I've been playing Animal Crossing, and I realized that it's such a relaxing game to play. It's definitely taken my mind off moments where I've felt a lot of anxiety towards what has been happening. Actually, I haven't told you this, but I'm actually thinking of streaming again and streaming Animal Crossing because I feel like it might also help out other people through their stressful moments. Also, I think in terms of helping out other people, we've been able to raise money for Olongapo and Bataan for the hospitals there. And I think the next step towards that is finding ways on how we can make the doctors and nurses' lives a bit easier.
Cooking has also been a big deal here at home. Most of us work outside of the house, so we're usually eating out and barely eating here at home. But since we've been stuck here for the past how many weeks, we've all had to kind of refine our cooking skills. How has it been cooking?
Okay naman. Trying new things.
What's your specialty?
Katsudon.
And mind you, this is actually the first time that Sandro has had to cook regularly. And yes, I agree, his katsudon is actually quite good. I think I have some B-roll or footage of that. But aside from Sandra, everybody's been doing their own part in the kitchen. What is that concoction of yours?
I might have tinga. Chicken katsu sandwich.
I would say 90% of the time, this is what I'm eating. Grilled chicken or breaded chicken with brown rice. I cook it in batches and I get to store around a day and a half worth of food. It just seems like the most efficient way of cooking food at the moment. You're basically just buying two ingredients, the chicken and the rice. It's super easy to cook, it's extremely healthy, and somewhat cost effective, I'd say. Part of my job here at home is maintaining the cars. So around every 2 weeks, I try to just run the engines, turn on the lights, keep it on for around 5 to 10 minutes. I check the tires to see if anything deflated too much. But yeah, I do this because even though we're on quarantine, we still want to take care of our stuff. I mean, as soon as quarantine ends, you don't want everything else to be broken and needs repairs. Oh, and also I'm using the headlight of the car as my light. Not bad. I started off with the car of Madame Bones, then I'll move on to my car, and then I'm gonna head out and get some groceries. Alright, so they just announced that they're extending quarantine, so I had to get out of the condo, get some groceries, get some essentials. And I just have to tell this story. I was in the stoplight and I was stopped for at least around a minute and a half already. And all of a sudden something just hits me from behind. And I look at my side mirror and there's someone on the floor with his motorbike on top of him. And I'm like, oh my god, this cannot be happening, not right now. I mean, it's the last thing you want. I stepped out, of course, kept my calm, checked the guy out, and I said, hey, kamusta na? What happened? And he said off balance lang siya. He took off his helmet, took down his face mask, and I was looking at his eyes, and before I could even react to the damage on my car, I actually felt bad for him because it looked like he had been working for quite some time. It looked like he was stressed. You could see it in his eyes. It was weary. And I looked at his motorcycle and it looked wrecked. Gasoline was leaking from the tank. And I could smell it, and I told him, "Oy, ingat ka, okay ka lang ba talaga?" And there really wasn't much else to do. There was another bike rider beside us. He was also checking up on the guy. We helped him get his bike back up. And that was quite a surprising moment. On a normal basis, it would be a moment of frustration because my car was hit while it was stopped. You have to pay for those damages. But then you see the state of the guy who hit me, and you feel helpless. I felt helpless because there was really not much that I could do. I didn't have anything on me. I just had my credit cards. No, it was just a surprising interaction, and the feelings were surprising, and I just wanted to share that with everyone. I'll probably talk about it more on the podcast, so. Okay, I just want to enjoy my coffee before I go home. Oh, and I just realized the coffee I got has no cover, so I actually have to finish it before I enter the car. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't think people should feel pressured to help, especially because it's actually difficult looking for ways to do so. I think that staying at home is already doing your part, being responsible for the community that you live in by socially distancing. I think that helps tremendously already. Yeah, I'm good. I hope all of you are good as well. Be safe, guys. Bye.